Hello everyone. Let us now discuss today's LeetCode POTD problem. Neighbouring Bitwise XOR. So here let us take an example. Derived is equal to 1 1 0 and original is 0 0 1. So in the question we are given with 0 and 1. If we XOR these two, then you need to get 1. And if you XOR these two, the adjacent elements, then you need to get this. And these two should result in 0. So let us see how it can be. 0 XOR 1 should give me 1, and 1 XOR 0 should give me 1. Yes, 1 XOR 0 is 1, and 0 XOR 0 is 0. So in the question we need to return true or false. So it is an easy problem if you know the basics of the properties of XOR. So 0 XOR 1 is 1, 1 XOR 1, 0 is 1, 0 XOR 0 is 0. So that means we need to return true if original is present or false if original can't be present. But wait, these are the properties of XOR. X XOR X is 0 and 0 XOR X is X. By using this property, let me take the above example 0 1 1 0 0 0. So in this way, let me take this. Let me take entire of this. Now you have 0 1 1 0 0 0. So if you see clearly, 1 and 1 is repeating twice. Wait a second. 1 and 1 is repeating twice. 0 and 0. Yes, 0 is repeating twice. And this 0 is repeating twice, right? So the thing is, wait a second. Here 1 and 1, here 1 and 1, here 0 and 0, here 0 and also 0. So if I XOR all these elements, 0 and here is 0, 0 and this 0, 0 and this 0, this is also completed, this is completed, this is also, and this, and we are left with 1 and 1, 1 and 1. So let me write it also in linear way. 0 XOR 1 is 1, 1 XOR 0, 1 XOR 0 is 1, 0 XOR 0 is 0, is 0. So but if you see here, 0 XOR 0 will give me 0, 0 XOR 0 will give me 0, 1 XOR 1 will give me 0. So 0 XOR 0 will give me 1, 1 XOR 0 will give me 0 XOR 0 will give me 1, 1 XOR 1 will give me 0. So here 0 XOR 1 is giving me 1, 1 XOR 0 is giving me 1, 0 XOR 0 is giving me 0. But this should be equivalent to this XOR. That's it. If I XOR these two, 1 XOR 1 XOR 0, 1 XOR 1 is 0, and 0 XOR 0 is 0 XOR 0 is 0. That means if the this thing, the given thing derived 1 1 0, this XOR is equal to 0, then we can say true. That means if we have 1 1 0, that means if the XOR of these elements is 0, then we can say true, otherwise false. Let us take another example here. Here we have 1 and 0. So wait a second. sorry, wait a second. You have 1 and 0, right? 1 and 0. Now you have 1 and 0. So let me take the XOR of these things. The first thing, 1 and XOR 0. This will give me 1. So that's why I cannot construct a array for original array where I can get this derived, because in the original array you have to take 1 for 2 times, 0 for 2 times, and 0 for 2 times here, like this. And but when you get here, if you see, you have 1 and 0, right? If you take a 0 here, and if you take a 0 again here, you can get this one. But you can't get, sorry, you can get, so if you place 0 and 1, 0 and 1 will give you 1, and you can get a 1 here. But if you do XOR for 1 and 0, you cannot get 0. That's why the thing is, every time in original array it is present for 2 times, right? So the thing is, if I XOR all these elements, it will give me 0. The same thing should be done with the derived array. That means if I XOR all these elements, the original elements XORed for 2 times, right? So if I XOR for 2 times, then I will get 0 every time, like 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, like this. So it will be 0 anyways. 0 XOR 0 XOR 0 every time will be a 0. But it should be same with this thing. So we all are XORing this one and also this one. So that means this is always 0 when it is original array, when we can construct it. But if it is not 0, then it is false. So the thing is, like, there will be an algorithm. Simply you can write the algorithm like, the first thing, XOR value is initialized to 0. I iterate derived array, and XOR value should be changed, right? If XOR value is 0, return true, else false. That's it. Now the thing is, XOR value, right? Int XOR value is equal to 0. Int XOR value is equal to 0. Iterate derived array and XOR value should be changed. For int I is equal to 0, I is less than derived dot size I plus plus. So XOR is equal to derived of I, and return, if XOR value is equal to 0, then return true, else false. That's it. Let me see, will it run? Derived, same mistake, control, yes. So if you like this video, share to your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.